Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, honestly, I'm a little bit ashamed by because this update from Logic is pretty old. It's like almost a year old, and I didn't even realize this existed. So this is a pretty sweet feature, and it's kind of an expansion off one of the things I love most about Logic, and that's the sweet library that they have. I'm a big fan of the way this works compared to FL Studio, which is something I also use, but not as much anymore, just because I love being able to click through. You've got all these selections over stuff you can pick. You can just click, and it's broken down by category, but rather than having to pick a plugin and then find what sound you might be looking for and see if it'll work. This has all the plugins and just presets and all of them kind of categorized out by sound, which is kind of how most people think. I think that's definitely how I think. So it makes it really easy to work with. The thing I didn't realize is that this library breaks down into specific groups. If you go up here, I guess I knew this kind of existed, but I never really looked at it. It's got all these sound packs, which is like some Logic expansions from over the updates. They've got some specific sound selections here that kind of give you an idea on what you might want to produce. Ultimate 808s give you an idea. Keyboard collection, whatever. But anyway, the cool thing though is this producer packs down here at the bottom, which are producer packs from some pretty big name producers. Two of the ones that mean something to me more than the others is Take a Date, who, if you don't know, they're a huge production duo, I believe, behind the hits such as Mo Bamba, Sheck Wes, a lot of Lil Nas X's stuff, for sure Panini, I think Industry Baby as well. They're on that. They're just awesome producers. They've got a really gritty sound. They're really big into hardware synths. And so they care about that kind of fidelity, that kind of textures to their sound. So their kits and sound banks are pretty cool too. And the other one is Oak Felder, who's a really big pop producer. What are some of the artists? Demi Lovato. Might have trouble coming up with other names, but that kind of genre, more clean pop. And he's got some production skill sets that I really like. I've watched videos on both of them. They're both really cool. So, but I'll just show you, I'll pop into it. And it's nice too, because Take a Day Trip is more like my hip hop style. And then Oak Felder, if I'm doing pop stuff, that kind of matches more into that. These aren't huge packs, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. And it's nice just to be like, oh, this is stuff that, some of the biggest hit makers in the game thought was dope, at least dope enough to put their name on it. At best, dope enough to make a hit. So that's cool to me. You can pop open these kits. I'm a big fan of most of these. And you can adjust those sounds. Obviously, you can pop this open and adjust all those individual levels or switch out specific samples if maybe there's a sample you don't quite like. But they're all pretty dope. A little bit more like synth poppy. Nice low end to both the kick and the snare. And there's different stuff, different categories here. And their synthesizers are especially dialed in. They're pretty synth heavy in their production, so it makes sense. Like I said, they're big into hardware, so they actually, a lot of these are sampled recordings. So that's kind of cool. I'll just keep clicking through them. Definitely that sound that they're known for. And a lot of cool 808s. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Let's actually go back to Oak Felder and I'll show you some of his and then we'll wrap this thing up. I just want to show you this because I thought it's cool to me. A lot of times I'll start my productions flipping through here and see if I get any inspiration and start building out a track from one of these packs. Oak Felder if I'm looking for pop, and Take a Day Trip if it's more hip hop. But he's more like big church chords. My keyboard skills obviously aren't blowing the doghouse down. What's the drum kit? Acoustic Bump, I think, was the one I thought was fun. That's not it. That's kind of cool. Anyway, those are just some of the things that I want to show you guys. Hope you thought that was cool. I hope that was helpful. Definitely wish I'd known about that a little bit ago because it's pretty clutch. Like, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy working from producer packs like that. I hope Logic adds more of those. You can check out the rest of them too. Boys Noise is one I'm familiar with. A lot of the other producers I wasn't so much, but I checked it out. There's some dope sounds in there for different styles. So appreciate you watching. I'm going to catch you soon with that beat pack. Until then, we'll see ya.